When you want only the best for your pet, check out AbbybellPetDesigns.com. We offer quality products such as floppy beds, crate pads, round pet beds, pillow slip covers, belly bands, and more. All products come in a variety of colors and sizes, guaranteed to satisfy your pet's particular style. Your pet deserves to be pampered, so shop at AbbybellPetDesigns.com. If you don't see the item you want listed in our shop, just drop us a line and we'll be glad to make the product of your pet's dreams. AbbybellPetDesigns.com.
And now, it's time to Stand for Truth with the host of Stand for Truth Radio, Susan Knowles.
It's Friday. It's Friday. Hey, Gary. Hey, Bob. Or I should say Dawn. It says Bob, but it's really Dawn. How is everybody? Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Brandon. Hey, Lynn, Lisa. Miss Penny Lane. Finally Friday, a long week. Yes, it has been. Hey, Brian. It seems like it has been a very, very long week. Hey, Max. Good to see you. Sergey, how are you? Good morning, Penny Arcade. How is everybody? Hope everybody got the notification. Lynn, thank you for inviting people. Carmen, Wayne, good to see you. Rick, volume is low unless it's on your end. I think it might be on your end, hopefully. Everybody else, volume okay for you? Turn your volume up. Hey, Robin, good morning. All right, let me read to you quickly Proverbs 24 as you come in. Audio is 5x5 here, whatever that means. Hey, Melanie, good to see you. Letitia, how are you? Kara Bug, good video and audio. Perfect. Volume is good. I was already on, so you didn't need the notifications. Okay, perfect. And do not be envious of evil men, nor desire to be with them, for their heart devises violence, and their lips talk of troublemaking. Through wisdom a house is built, and by understanding it is established. By knowledge the rooms are filled with all precious and pleasant riches. A wise man is strong. Yes, a man of knowledge increases strength. For by wise counsel you will wage your own war, and in a multitude of counselors there is safety. Wisdom is too lofty for a fool. He does not open his mouth in the gate. He who plots to do evil will be called a schemer. The devising of foolishness is sin, and the scoffer is an abomination to men. Amen, amen. Good morning, good morning. All right, so just a reminder, my ears are not like yours, available at Amazon.com. If you have bought a book, thank you so much for doing so. If you've bought a book and you haven't yet given a review on Amazon.com, please leave me a great review over there if you will. I really appreciate it. Helps other people to understand about the book. So please, for Easter coming up, this would be a great Easter basket stuffer. It's great for birthdays as well. It just gives encouragement and a very positive message to young children to get them started outright so that they can learn about their self-esteem. And again, my ears are not like yours. Daily scripture you've been reading lately is right on par with America. Thank you, Brandon. Hey, Pearl. Good to see you. Also, just wanted to, haven't brought this up, but this is my AbbybellPetDesigns.com. This is a flappy pad. This is so great. This is made out of fleece. Very easy to wash in cold water. Dogs love to lay on this. Hey, Danielle. Hey, Pearl. And this is for a toy dog, a very small dog. And have more. And let's see, this is another one. They're 18 by 24 typically. And this is, they love to lay on this. You can save your furniture by putting all the dog hair and cat hair on this instead of on your bed or on your furniture. So this is available at AbbybellPetDesigns.com. It's AbbybellE petdesigns.com. and you'll love it. You'll absolutely love it. Your pets love it too. Great idea. You're so creative. Thank you, Danielle. That can also, if you crate your dogs or cats, you can put that in their crate. But they just love it. Monique, as you know, comes into this scope, and she bought one for her dog, and her dog takes it everywhere with him. And also, can I get those on Amazon? Pearl, you would have to go to abbybellpetdesigns.com. It's ABBYBELLE petdesigns.com. This is what you get on Amazon.com. This is the little book. You can also buy it through my Abby Bell Pet Designs as well. You'll see it there, and you can purchase it either place. Sounds good, Pearl. Pearl, also what I do is if you don't see the color that you like, sometimes I have those listed there, but we're out of the color. You know, it's already been sold or whatever. If that happens, just go ahead and tell me what colors that you like. Give me your phone number, and that way I can text you pictures of the fabrics, and that way you can pick out your own fabric. I've taken people with me to the fabric store via text message, and they've been able to pick out the fabric that they want, and they get exactly the color and the fabric that they like. So if that interests you, that would be great. Hey, Jamie, was that an American flag? No, it's a flappy pad, Jamie. It's what dogs love this. Your dog would need a much bigger one, but you can check them out at abbybellpetdesigns.com. It's it's so comfortable. Like I said, it's all fleece, and pets just love it. Love it, love it, love it. Good morning prayers for FIU in Miami. Happy St. Patrick's Day and happy Easter, just in case. I won't be back for a while. Got a busy several weeks ahead. God bless everyone. Thanks, Hassan. Have safe travels. Hey, Alan, good morning. Good morning, Barbara. How are you? Hey, Cully. Good morning to everybody. An American flag flappy pad. Well, if you can find that material. Thank you, Danielle. There's a lot of things that you can buy and find there at abbybellpetdesigns.com. I'm hoping soon I'm going to have the little bandanas for the dogs. I had been making some bandanas, but I didn't like how they were turning out. I was putting snaps on them, and they didn't work so well, so I'm just going to have them, I think, that tie. I need one in red, white, and blue, Jamie said. I know, Jamie. That's what other people are saying. If I could find that material. Hey, Ann, good morning. Hey, Dixie Doodles, good morning. Hey, Dixie, give me, go over, if you will, to my Twitter after this and give me a DM. There's something I want to send you based upon your YouTube comment that you left yesterday. So, how is everybody doing? It's almost St. Patrick's Day. That's why I'm wearing green today. So, happy St. Patrick's Day, a day ahead. A lot going on in the news, everything else. This is a day for you to be able to talk about anything and everything that you want to talk about within good reason, within reason and good taste. Doing awesome, okay? Your YouTube's on. Thank you, Dixie Doodles. Dixie Doodles, I do please follow up because I want to send you something. I think you'll really like it. Doing awesome. Glad everybody's doing awesome. Such a tragedy yesterday in Miami with that bridge. I know. Hey, Wendell. Good morning. They're still trying to find out what's going on with that. That was a tragedy, a real tragedy. So hopefully we'll see who will replace McMaster. Well, Jamie, they're saying it's not really true, but hey, Lee, they're saying the other day they were saying if McMaster would be replaced by Mick Mulvaney, but the White House is saying he's not going anywhere. 65% of Americans do not save or save little, according to new study. I think that's always been the case, though, Brandon. A lot of people don't save. And a lot of people haven't been able to save because they don't have the money to save. Hey, Teresa. They spend every dime on trying to stay afloat, you know, especially people with kids. Trying everything that they can do. Heartbreaking news with the bridge. Yes, Lee, absolutely. SS is already near tapped out. Social Security, yeah. Well, you know, when you're paying illegal immigrants every dime that you have within a state and federal government, I guess, you know, that's what you expect. I think everybody probably read my article at SusanKnowles.com about the illegal alien that was appointed into a state position in California. Danielle said, I hear McMaster is on the way out. Well, Danielle, that's the rumor, but according to the White House, he's not. So, I think how the state of California is getting around that. I mean, this is a woman that was brought to the United States illegally at the age of 14, so she's not a DACA member recipient as well. So she's here totally illegally. She went to Santa Clara University Law School. She passed the bar and she became an attorney licensed to practice law in California in 2017. Oh, I guess Facebook just finished up for me over there. Hey, how are you? Plant. So what they did was, yep, Facebook dropped out, Alan. Just, we started talking about illegal immigrants, and all of a sudden, Facebook just dropped out. Huh? Wonder how that works that way. But anyway, she should know the law. Yeah, she should know the law. Wouldn't you think so? Hey, Chezzy. Yeah, I think it's interesting, but she's practicing law in the state of California. It says she's a workers' compensation attorney. She has her own private law practice as a designation as a professional corporation. And she was appointed to that position, but it's a non-paid advisor type position. And I think that's how they're getting around it. I know, Facebook, boo, Jamie says. So I think that's the way that they're working it. But that was a total rebuke, kind of like in your face to Donald Trump for coming there and looking at the wall. Who paid for education? Well, I'm sure we did, Danielle. Yeah, Santa Clara University Law School probably isn't a cheap law school to go to. Nobody paid for my tuition. Just saying. I had to pay for it out of my own pocket. Facebook fell on its face. Yes. I call it fake book, Cully, because I think that's what it is. Hey, Lori, good morning. I think fake book is a more appropriate name for that organization. So anyway, I think that the person who appointed her is Kevin DeLeon. Read that, and how can you be a lawyer when you are illegal? Yeah, Barbara, good question, huh? Kevin DeLeon is the one who's trying to run against Dianne Feinstein. He wants to take her seat. And so he's the one who appointed her. He's also the one, and you'll see the quote in the article, that said, you like that, Jamie, fake book? He's the one that said that his relatives were here. They were using falsified documents. That was the only way to stay here. So I don't even know if he's legal himself, but apparently he is. But that's the kind of representation that he wants to send with himself to the U.S. Congress. Hey, Carrot. Rick, have you ever considered using Twitch as well for your broadcast? I may have to start doing that, Rick, because Facebook just doesn't want to do anything that I want to do. And sometimes even Instagram. I was using Instagram, but some people aren't on Instagram. I'll have to check things out. Right now I'm not using Twitch so much as because here it came back. Because I'm using YouTube instead, but I might check into Twitch. I haven't heard too many people being on Twitch though. Not an Instagram fan. Yeah. Hey, good morning, Alexis. For all of those that are just coming in case you weren't here in the beginning, sorry to do this again to everybody, but these are called flappy pads, and they're for your dog or cat. You can go to abbybellpetdesigns.com. If you'd like one of these, you can order one there. It's at ABBYBELLE petdesigns.com, abbybellpetdesigns.com. These are about 18 by 24. This is all fleece. It's very cozy for your pet to lay on. Saves your bed from having all the pet hairs on your bed or your carpet or your couch or anything else, and they just love it. It can also go in a crate if you'd like. Going live there is easy, Barbara said. Yeah, it is really easy. It's a matter of if anybody goes there. There's an online gamer who uses both YouTube and Twitch at the same time. Maybe they have two different things that they could run OBS off of, Rick. I don't know. I was at Joann's Fabric the other day and thought of you. Lori, I'm like their biggest customer, I think. I go in there all the time to make these material for flappy pads. I buy everything there. Vimeo, or is it Vimeo? Is new. Have not seen but heard. I've done a couple things there, Barbara. I don't see a lot of people there. Carmen's tweeting out the AbbybellPetDesigns.com for me, in case you want to see that. And anybody else who came in, this is a book for children. My Ears Are Not Like Yours, available at Amazon.com. Hey, Chris, good morning. This is a great way to give encouragement and hope to small children, and they really need it these days, I'll tell you. I kind of look like you. Well, that's good. Hey, Chris, Angel's Piano uses both Twitch and Periscope. The book is awesome. Thank you, Lee. Thank you, thank you. And anybody who has bought the book, please go and give me a great review, if you will, on Amazon. Do you use wet wipes after people? Let me just tell you something. I think your mom is down in the basement, and she probably needs you back there. So why don't you run along and go there, okay? So, wow. It's Friday. It's basement cleaning time. I want a new sewing machine. The one I had was old. Any suggestions? I have a Janome. Janome is a great machine. Chessie said, good block. Goodness, I know. Dixie, I'm telling you, it's when the moms and the dads go down and clean out the basements on Fridays. This is what we get. So they come up and they go, let's see, what can I do? I'll get on Periscope and I'll go in and say stupid stuff. Unbelievable. Did any of you guys see More Like the Dungeon? Yeah, well, that's true, Brandon. Yeah. Maybe they clean the dungeon once a month or something like that. He does use OBS for his live streams. Actually, it might not be a bad idea for you. Recommendation only. Yeah, I'll check it out, Rick. You saw that one coming. I know, Lisa. Their profile picture was yours. Yeah, Chessie, I know. There are a couple people who have done that. And apparently, Twitter doesn't find any problem with that, and neither does Periscope. So, go figure. It's not a like a commandeering of your identity. Now, probably if they were doing porn, they would be even liked better on Periscope. You know what I'm saying? I'm a silver star. Yes, I am. Barbara, I've been a silver star for a long time. You're just noticing that. That's funny. I had to block your copy troll. Thank you, Dixie. I know. How ridiculous. People, have to find something to do, I guess. There's not enough going on in the world that they can spend their time with. Hey, Bob, how are you? Did everybody see, and I call this person an absolute thug. His last name is Vasquez. I don't know his first name. And he's like I don't know if he's a minor league baseball player. I'm not going to be playing anywhere very much, but go watch that video if you haven't seen it. He's in the stairwell with his girlfriend, and he's basically just absolutely backhanding her. Knocks her glasses off her face. And then it's a very sick thing because he goes over then, picks up her glasses, gingerly puts them so caringly back on her face. So how do we take you gold so somebody you get to apply to get your heart's money? I don't know, Barbara. I have to apply for that, but I don't know if I have enough. We got to have more people in the scope and more people retweeting the scope. Yeah, you should see that. He backhands her at least twice. He needs to be in jail. You're right, Lee. And she's a very pretty young woman too. And again, just knocks her like right through the face several times. And glasses go flying. And each and every time he goes and picks up her glasses. And then at one point, he puts his hands behind his back and talks to her like, oh, don't worry, I'm not going to hit you. Goes up, goes somewhere, comes back, hits her again. I mean, it's unbelievable. What did she do to cause him to hit her? She existed. She was there. She was convenient. Yeah, and hands her purse, does everything. And here's the sad, that was sad enough and horrible enough. Backhanded her many times. I know, Cully. That I've heard now being reported. Oh, he was released by the team. Susan, please, yeah. Add links to your store in the description for YouTube. Good idea, Jamie. I'll do that right after this is over. He was released from the team, and the really, really, really sad ending to all this is that they are now engaged. They're now engaged. Sounds like a police action. Yeah, he is a total thug. Oh gosh, feel better, Chezzy. She's yeah, I know, but Carmen, so gentleman to get her glasses and purse. I know, such a gentleman. Was he charged? I haven't seen anything about him being charged. And I mean, it's easy to call her like stupid girl, and I get that, but you got to understand that there are a lot of people that have come from abusive environments or have other things she's too afraid to walk away. Could be Chris. I don't know. But I mean, she looks like a fragile young woman. She's very young, and you don't know what her childhood was like. You don't know what it was like at home for her and that type of thing. You don't know if somebody else, a relative, abused her. You don't know. So, I mean, it is a mental illness, and it's not easy for a lot of people. I mean, it looks stupid to us, and I get it, but it's really bad. He said sorry did not mean it exactly. That's stupid stuff you do when you're too young to know better, Carmen said. Didn't that Rob Porter dude smack his wife a few times? I have no idea. I think that was alleged, Bob. He doesn't need to be playing on a team. He's not anymore. She might be impressed with baseball fame. It could be. Like I said, she's a very attractive young lady, and he's a good-looking young man. He just has some issues, obviously. But she doesn't carry. Yeah, I don't think so, Chris. If she did, it might have been used on her by now, too. I mean, I'm just saying, this guy is frightening how he so easily just smacks her, backhands her without even thinking about it. Somebody like that, if he were on a team, I'm just saying, his team members need to be talking to him, if you understand what I'm saying. But like I said, he's been released, and who knows? Yeah, obviously she didn't feel the need to protect herself. Again, I don't know if it's somebody with very low self-esteem, somebody with mental health issues, somebody that has been abused in her life. So I'm not judging her. I feel bad for her. I wish I could help her. And I wish he were in jail after what I saw. I don't know how you explain that one away. Is worse in the Hispanic community. Well, I mean, I don't know any Hispanics who beat their wives or backhand them or anything. But yeah, all of the above. I know, Dixie. Exactly. Ugh, just horrible. What topics do you guys want to talk about? I mean, there's other things, but you guys, this is open option Friday. It's supposed to be what you want to talk about. Mueller. Oh God. Dixie, what can we say about him other than the fact that now he wants to get documents right from the Trump administration, supposedly about Russia, any documents they have. Church does not condone or condemn or acknowledge. I feel bad that Don Jr. is getting a divorce. That's very sad, Lori. I feel so sorry for the 5 kids. Put Mueller in prison for what, Bob? When will Trump repeal the ACA? Bailouts are just insult. Chris, what they're going to do is they're going to wait until after the elections. Your dog is snoring. I bet on the flappy pad, Carmen. Let's talk about good things. Okay, Wayne, bring some up. I am sad for his 5 kids, Marianne, I know. It's a cute family, but, I think probably the last straw was getting that white powder. And then, she probably just thought, I can't live this life. Yeah, is that official now? Yeah, supposedly. And they were saying that, this was stuff that was coming before, that they were having problems before. And that was just kind of one of those things where, it's just too much. Yeah, I already got rid of him, Bob. At least I think I did. I just blocked somebody. So, that must be so difficult in public. I know. I mean, can you imagine that? having your whole life put out in front of public, and probably everybody's laughing at it and all that. 2020 presidential election will be a clown show on the left. It already is, isn't it, Brandon? I also, Don Jr. can do so much better anyway. Well, I think I don't see anything wrong with her. I think she's very lovely individual, it looks like to me. So, and he must have felt that way. He has 5 children with her. So, I heard that Hillary, when she slipped, we saw her slipping and almost falling in India. Apparently, she slipped in the bathtub in India and broke her wrist. That's okay, Robin. So Hillary broke her right wrist, according to what was it? Yes, 5 children. So India has not been good for Hillary. She's, slip and fall. And there's some article out today about a guy who used to be her aide, slipped on some curry. Is that it, Alexis? I have no idea. But they said when she used to be on the planes going from different places, she would bring out a lawn chair on the plane and wrap herself in a blanket, and they would sit there and talk about, music and different things. Get Hillary some sun slip work shoes. Oh, wait, she hasn't worked in 30 years. Get her some slip. Yeah. Did she fall? Yeah, in the bathtub, Marianne. So instead of ankle bracelets, she's getting one for her wrist. Must be. India respects the elderly. Yeah, I would have. I don't know. I wouldn't have wanted to be the one to find her in the bathtub. Let's just say, a lawn chair. I know, Cully. She broke her wrist, Marianne. Hello from cold Russia. Saw a picture of Bill yesterday. Boy, he was looking old. Yeah, he's very, very thin now. Very, very not Bill looking. Especially if they have money, Alexis said. Yeah, that might have been quite a sight. But supposedly it's like a hairline fracture. A place for mom is in order. For both of them. Yeah, she broke her wrist. Yep, Hillary can probably afford New Balance. She needs some type of balance, Chris. Hillary would be so much safer if she was just in a prison cell. That's true. She could get her lawn chair out there, perhaps, and talk to the other prisoners, maybe. I don't know. Scary, though, and thought in the bathtub. I know, Amanda. Get her a life alert, Brandon said. Oh. Too many seances, Ellen said. Hope she gets saved. That would be nice. Oh my God, Hillary in the tub. Lock her up. Too many seances. Thank God no camera in the tub. Yes. I thought all that yoga is supposed to help with balance. Well, I don't know what's causing the imbalance. There have been a lot of speculation, so I have no idea exactly what it is. Did you see the news that came out too that said in 2012 that the Obama campaign hired Fusion GPS to dig up the dirt on Mitt Romney? Hey, Jerry. That she's getting old. Yes. Think she's possessed. Could be. I thought that was interesting that nobody's mentioned anything about Fusion GPS. Stop pictures in my mind I can't unsee, Carmen said. Marianne saw that. Lisa saw it too. Yeah, and then nobody talks about it, of course. It was there for like a blip, and then it was gone. That's the way it goes. What's the dirt on Romney? I have no idea. She could do that commercial, I've fallen and can't get up. That's true, Cully. Yeah, what is the dirt on Mitt Romney? Nothing surprises me about the administration. I know, Amanda. So much we could get out of that. I threw up in my mouth a little, Lynn said. Something is wrong with her physically. We saw that during the election. Thank God she didn't win, Robin said. Yes. Oh, thank God every day that she didn't win. So many people, I see it all the time, Facebook, Twitter. They just wanted her to win so badly. We have so much to pray about. We do, Alexis. Trump, stable genius. HRC, unstable buffoon. Kind of looks that way. Keep praying, absolutely. Dirt on Romney would be a plus for him. Deep Southern said. Romney and Jimmy Carter probably have the same dirt. None. Did she not have a brain tumor? I haven't heard about that, Lee. You know, the dirt on Romney, what they got on him before was that, remember a long time ago that supposedly he put a dog in a crate on top of the car on vacation, which, you know, everybody looking at that today would go, oh my God, that's horrible. But, you know, people did those things every day during the times that he did that. Marianne, I'm sick of the media pushing the porn star. Lynn said that Hillary is a tumor. As far as the porn star, she does have a date. I think it's March 25th that she is going to be on 60 Minutes. Wasn't that a movie? Nope, it was real, Bob. Could have been in a movie, yeah. Romney has bashed President Trump. Yeah, he doesn't. He wanted to be president too, I guess. Yeah, she's going to be, I guess, doing an interview on 60 Minutes, and now she says that she was physically threatened not to talk. I don't know, you know, why she's doing that on 60 Minutes and breaking the agreement. Let's face it, America's not ready for a female president. Well, they could be, Crowman, if it's the right female president. You just don't want to put anybody in there. You don't want just anybody in there as a male president. The enemy does not sleep. Strategy is changing. Pray. Romney was bitter because Trump did what he could not. Exactly. Romney has, yeah. Boy, these repeat bots are just, ugh. It wasn't even ready for a black president, Chrome said. Well, no, I think it was ready for a black president if the black president had been a good black president. Or just a good president. That would have been great. She's washed up and trying to get her retirement package. And you know what? Today, and up until 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time today, Jeff Sessions has the ability to fire Andrew McCabe. Will he? And take away his pension? Or will he let him retire with full pension? Yeah, I mean, I don't care what color your skin is, and I don't care what gender you are. As long as you are qualified and will make a great president, go for it. Could have tolerated Condoleezza Rice over Obama, Hillary. Yeah. Sessions is weak. Erland said, no pension. Sessions won't fire anyone, Lori said. We were ready for a good president no matter how much melanin is in their skin. That's right, Alexis. Lock up McCabe. Yeah, I mean, McCabe ought to be worried about, you know, charges being filed, but so far we're not filing charges. Have you heard rumors of Deval Patrick running in 2020? I haven't heard those rumors, but I wouldn't put it past them. He's the governor of Massachusetts, right? Obama caused all the racism. He did. He caused a lot of racial dissension. That Deval Patrick, I don't know if you guys remember when that Justina Pelletier case was going on. He did absolutely nothing to help get that girl out of the hospital and back into the custody of her parents. He did nothing. If McCabe walks free, I'm done with Trump. Well, you know, it's not Trump doesn't have any ability to do anything about McCabe. That's up to the Department of Justice. It's not a president's job is not to decide whether or not charges should be brought against somebody. So President Trump has nothing to do with it. Is Obama a racist? I don't know. What do you think, Bob? Yeah, so I mean, don't blame President Trump. He can't do anything, and he can't go to the DOJ. I mean, he could go to the DOJ and say, you know what? I think McCabe ought to have charges against him, and that's all he can do. Obama used Deval's sound bites in his speech. Why not? Yep. He can encourage Sessions. Yeah, he can. And then he has to be careful, because then if it's like Comey, it'll be, oh, well, he tried to get me to do this and that and the other. I mean, you know, you got to be careful when you're talking to the FBI and the DOJ what you're saying. Because then, like I said, you'll get somebody like Comey saying, oh, it's obstruction of justice. Sessions has been a failure from day one. I think he's done some good things. He hasn't done a lot of good things, or enough of good things, but he's done some good things. Huge disappointment to some people, yeah. Obama wasn't even the first black president. He was mixed and hated his white side, Robin said. Well, that's true. Obama is half white. Their wing just said it. I read of John Kerry and Joe Biden's son involved in a deal with communist China. I know, I read that too, Lori. Phrase that should now be banned, Russia collusion. Yes. Obamas are both racist, Carmen said. It's a shame to be, a racist against your own race because, again, Obama is half white. So if you're racist against white people and you're white, if you're racist at all, it's bad enough. But against your own people, it's crazy. Let's see. The angel families, those people who have lost family members that have been killed by illegal aliens, want to see the Oakland mayor prosecuted. We should ask for taxpayer money back from useless inquiry. Ed Mueller, my gosh. What's now, is it going up to $16 million? When Hanks went on vacation with the Obamas, and he said he was left out of most everything. Well, that's what he gets for trying to suck up, there, Carmen. Didn't know why he was there, exactly. I'm wondering why he was there, too. Islam should be banned as Christians are believes it makes us sitting ducks. Well, Islam's been around for a long time, making a lot of people sitting ducks. Racism is one thing, but they encourage division. Yes. But, racism is bad and division is worse. People voted for Trump for one reason, law and order. Hey, Tillett. Mayor committed a crime, plain and simple, no matter what. It's her title you're talking about? Yeah, it's Oakland mayor is a female. Well, not in the USA until recently. Marijuana. Prima donna. Any more news about the helicopter crash with 7 U.S. killed? That's all I've heard is that 7 were killed. Well, aren't you Blade Runner? You noticed that. How nice. I have a microphone too. Did you notice that? Oh. Yeah, that was very sad. Also, the other day in Florida, people haven't really talked about it too much, but the F-18 that went down, I guess the 2 ejected from it, but they were killed as well. Helicopter hit the high lines. Ugh, Danielle, is terrible. That happens a lot, I think. Yeah, they were killed. Yeah. Also, in other news, Baltimore has now established a legal defense fund for its illegal aliens. So just like California, now Baltimore has a legal defense fund. Maybe Obama will get arrested. I doubt it. Someone said the F-18 wings folded in flight. That's weird, Mike. 2 Navy pilots. Yep. Helicopters are not safe, in my opinion. It's kind of like, Teresa, when they go down, they go down. It's like the tour that they were doing that in New York, and that helicopter went down because somebody turned off the fuel, maybe accidentally. We don't know that for sure. And, it just went down. I saw that Toys R Us is bankrupt and closing stores. Yep. Toys R Us is going totally out of business in the United States and everywhere. No, do they have a fund for veterans, too? Helicopters are very dangerous. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be on one. No corrupt Dems will ever see justice. Probably, Arland. Probably true. Yeah, Toys R Us, if you've ever, if watching it over the past few years, it's not like it used to be when it first started out. The whole place was looking ratty for a long time. Yes, that's what I heard. 2 camera bags turned off the fuel. Really horrible. If you haven't done so already, could you retweet this? Because we're past the halfway point. The maintenance on a helicopter is ridiculous. I would imagine. Ugh, they were expensive. Yeah, and they were saying, if only those people knew how to get out of the helicopter and release the belt, assuming they were still conscious. If you were looking at the picture, the rotor blades were going down in the water. I think if somebody had tried to get out of that helicopter, they may have gotten sliced by those, the helicopter itself. Dow just went over 25,000 again. Woohoo! Deep Southern, that's great. The rotor blades, rotor blades. Did you remember that a long time ago? Every time I see a helicopter, I think of that a long time ago. They were filming that movie. I think it was in L.A. And they had a helicopter with the blades going around, and this man, I can't remember the actor's name, really popular guy at the time, was holding two Vietnamese children. And I don't know if the pilot attempted to save him. I don't think so. I didn't hear anything. Hey, Jules. And he was holding the children, and he was running through the water, and the blades of the helicopter went down and killed all three of them. I used to wish I would be 21 again, not anymore in this corrupted world. I know, Arlen, no kidding. No, it wasn't a Mexican actor. It was it was a big burly white guy with blonde hair or something like that. This was years ago. Yeah, it was some type of war movie, Wayne said. I can't remember the guy's name, but he was a big burly guy, really popular guy. And he had two Vietnamese, they were actually Vietnamese children, actors, that he was carrying. And they all three died a horrible death. So I don't know if somebody getting out of the helicopter would have been saved necessarily. My husband and I went on a tour over Niagara Falls. It was amazing. Not sure if I do it now, Lisa said. Now I wish I was 78 instead of 68, Erlen said. Well, don't wish life away, you know. You'll go when it's time, and it's, you know, it's unfortunate the world that we live in, but we all know it's coming. Vince, yeah, what was his name? Vince Morrow. Okay, Dawn said Vince Morrow was the guy's name. Oh, Vic. Jerry's saying Vic. The blades of many hellos can, in fact, dip clear to the ground when they are on the ground. Yep, Vic. The helicopters in Hudson flipped because only one emergency pontoon deployed, causing it to tip, Mike said. Yeah, Vic Morrow. He was like a really popular guy at that time. You know, everybody loved him. Just a really nice guy. And, you know, poor little kids, too. I mean, my gosh. Ugh. Handsome guy. Yes. Yes, Jerry, he was. Sad, very sad to see. Even the blades from a drone will cut you up badly. Ugh, Chrome said. Yeah, I would imagine so. Anything like that, you know, would do something like that. I don't know if you heard about this, but Barron Trump's school, they signed an open letter asking President Trump to act on gun violence. I'm really surprised that, I guess, that his school would do that. Maybe it's time to, you know, homeschool him with private tutors. The bridge information, the only thing, Lynn, is that they were on early this morning, and they were just saying that they're no longer going to tell you how many people they think are underneath there and how many are dead, because they have so much more to investigate. They did say that one student for sure did die, and that, well, they're saying 8 is dead. 8 are dead, Chrome. 8 is the number they're saying now. And they're saying they're not going to say any more just because there's probably going to be more. They're asking the press not to give out information on the names of anybody. Hillary broke wrist in bathtub. Yep. It wasn't this, I don't know if it was this morning, but it was soon. School just seeking their 15 seconds of press. Exactly, Spencer. And that is it's a private Episcopalian school. He should act on it, more armed and trained people in schools. Yep. 8 cars under the bridge, no one alive now. One woman was reporting that she yesterday heard a little boy, I guess it was, screaming from the back of a car for help. Didn't say whether or not that little boy lived or died. Just said that the police ushered them away really quickly. I think it was a woman. They were saying she was ushered away very quickly as the child was still screaming. It's recovering now. 6 killed, 10 injured at last count. I read this morning, Jerry, 8, so I don't know. North Carolina news outlets posted a list of schools who got money from the NRA in an attempt to shame them. Unbelievable. His school has Secret Service. Well, it has to, Wayne. Takes days to move 950 tons. Yes. Why did the bridge collapse? Nobody knows, Chrome. It's recovery now. You know, the thing of it is, on that bridge, a lot of people were saying that the people who made the bridge were negligent. Why would they do a stress test on the bridge with traffic under it? Cully, the police said this morning anyway that they don't know whether or not a stress test was actually being done. That's what the media is reporting, but they don't know for sure if that's what happened. They're already saying the people were negligent. So, I mean, we've got a long way to go to figure that out. Lawsuits in the future, I imagine. Oh, that's a given, Lori. That's a total given. 8 cars under the bridge, no one alive now. Yeah. NRA was giving money to junior ROTC for schools and providing air rifles, Brandon said. Yeah, Brandon, they do that around the country, and they also provide a lot of safety information. Guarantee you there will be a Democrat cover-up, Arlen said. Yeah, I don't know about the group, the construction group. It just seems very odd. The company probably hired illegals to build the bridge, Chrome said. They're saying, the rumor that has it that they were unskilled people or not skilled enough, but who knows? Who knows exactly, what the case is going to come out to be. Susan, do you mind if I message you a DM on Instagram? Certainly, Dixie, please do. This is why we need to give life to Jesus. You never know what your day holds. That's true, Lee. That's absolutely true. Crappy imported steel, Penny Arcade said. Canadian steel, Lynn said. People were saying it was from China the other day. They were using accelerated technique to build the bridge. Woo! Well, it will take months to come up with a cause. That's true, Mike. I would think so. I can't imagine how heavy that concrete was. Question needs answering. New materials in concrete bridge placement. Why traffic allowed if testing. I read the companies involved have had safety complaints in the past. I read that too, Lisa. Democrats equal corruption equal DNA. The concrete was new self-cleaning material. Wow. I remember, do you guys remember when there was that the earthquake in San Francisco and that one bridge smashed on top of the other bridge? That was horrific. I'd been on that bridge many times. 980 tons, Don said. 650 tons, Cully's saying. Yes, heard that. Yes, titanium dioxide. Wow. Well, they have a problem. They have a problem. And that company, I mean, I would imagine that company would be sued out of existence. That was just disturbing to look at. I don't know how long that took to remove all of that debris, but that was a large chunk of that bridge. I mean, it totally collapsed. Probably cutting corners to meet a deadline. Could have been, Brandon. And the sad thing, it was supposed to be for student safety, so they wouldn't get run over in the road. It seemed rushed to show how quickly it could be done, maybe too rushed, Lisa said. That's scary. Construction also built the FIU football stadium. Oh, no. Well, Jerry, they better take a look at that. Romans built bridges and are still standing today in Europe. Yep. I saw something that was so fascinating yesterday. They were talking about making the bridge was finished almost a year ahead of schedule. Pop said, "Wow." They were making housing for like homeless people out of like the printer can make that. How the printer can make things now, right? Like guns or this or that. And they were making actually homes that were like tiny homes for the homeless. And it was amazing to watch that being made. And inexpensive. I think it was $4,000 a home was making it. Social Security gave me $31 a month raise and increased my Medicare premium $31. I end up with $0. Wow. 3D printed homes. Yes. Thank you, Lisa. It was amazing. With the inferior steel from Japan and China, who knows what it was? 3D printing. My college used a construction company who bleachers collapsed during a football game. Horrible. 3D printer. Yeah, and that was, it was amazing to watch. Like I said, I don't know what material was being used, but it was just going along, making it quickly at $4,000 per tiny house. I mean, that would be amazing for, like for the veterans, VOP people that I know. No tax benefits for you, Arlen. That's terrible. Sorry about that. It was pretty cool, Jerry. Absolutely cool to watch that. And they looked great. Contractors on public project usually get bonuses for finishing ahead of schedule. True, Chicago Pops. It reinforces the president's stand to improve roads and bridges. Yeah. And I saw yesterday somebody tried to blame President Trump for the collapsed bridge. I'm hanging out at the beach, no bridges or bleachers there. Good for you, Mike. Good place to be. I think only 2 people assisting with the 3D home, and that was amazing too. Yes, there are 3D guns as well. Yep. I think you can make just about anything now 3D, right? And it's a sky's the limit on that. But I mean, these were very nicely structured homes. Hey, Debbie, you're not showing up in my notifications. Debbie, I'm not showing up in a lot of people's notifications. You may have to unfollow and follow back. I have no idea. It's been happening that way for a long time now. Now that I'm older, I could use a tiny home and downsize. I know, Lori. I tell you what, and I mean this truthfully. I would not mind living in Periscope Dusty. I would not mind living in a tiny home, especially if you have a view, let's say, of the ocean or of the mountains or some incredible view, and you could do most of your time outside. That would be absolutely amazing. Your ex-girlfriend was 3D, 300 pounds. Okay. But I mean, think about that, how great that would be. I heard that prefab bridges being built more and more as quarter of our national bridges need repair. Wow. What we need are bridges that can certainly withstand earthquakes, especially on on the West Coast. But, who knows what we will get. Hello, Woodcarver. How are you? Good to see you. Wonder if they use Chinese steel. Brandon, somebody said it was from Canada, so I don't know. But I was just thinking those 3D homes, like for all of those people that are the homeless veterans out there, would be great in Tucson. Well, I hope we all have a positive, beautiful weekend. I enjoyed your visit this week. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Dixie. Dixie, don't forget to check that in a minute now. After this, I will be sending you that out. So, go to your carving totem poles. What are you putting on your totem poles? People or animals? Woodcarver, you need to give us your uh, your email, not an email address, but your website address. Because we would like to know, like, can we purchase your stuff? That would be nice. And please, everybody, too, if you will retweet this. I won't say puppy like Lee does, although I would love to. Oh, eagles and bears. Wow. Woodcover, love to send me some pictures or something. I don't know if you're following me on Twitter, but if you are, I'll follow back and send me some pictures. You moved from 2,400 square feet to 861. Wow. Thunderbirds, too. That wouldn't be bad, Wayne. I mean, seriously. I think most people could live in a home that's about 800 square feet or at least 1,000 square feet would be fine. That way, again, if you have a great view, what difference does it make? As a GM employee, my husband would tour U.S. steel plants because they would get bad batches of steel. Ugh. Yes, I've been following you a while. Okay, Woodcarver, send me a DM, will you? And I must be following you back. I try to follow everybody back that I can. Send me a DM. I would love to see your work. And if you have a website, see y'all. Time for Rush Slime Ball. Okay, Erlen, have a good day. Send Susan a sample. Yes, please do. That would be great. I would love to see your work. It's I've been following you. Oh, there's a bot. We found we only use 3 rooms anyway. I know, Wayne. I'm telling you. If the more rooms you have, the more you have to clean. If more Dems get voted in, Trump will get impeached. Yeah, I think that the the Republicans are going to have to get off their butts. I really do think that, and we're going to have to, get out there and really make sure that Republicans are voted in 2018, because I think it's too easy to sit back and just watch, like what happened in Pennsylvania. That's just crazy. We can't afford to have that happen. We can't afford to have them take over the House. We can't do it. live on Facebook at times. I go live on Periscope. I have never seen you in either place. If you could just give me that information and where you are in all those places, I'll get that information out, Woodcarver. So DM me, let me know where you are on Facebook, and I'll follow you on Facebook. Let me know where you are on Periscope, because I never get to see it. Ever. Thank you. Give big house to daughter and grand. Yeah, give your big house to daughter and grandkids. That's a good idea. I mean, seriously, they should have impeached. Yeah, they should have impeached Obama. But Rick Williams, okay, on Facebook. I'll try to find you, but send me a link if you will. Don said that he had a mini stroke and lost use of his left hand and lower arm. Everybody, please pray for Don, that he heals and gets the use of his left hand and lower arm back. Hey, O'Hara. Downsizing helps you live more. I think it gets you out of the house more. I really do. And that would be great. Woodcarver sending you prayers your way, Don. So is Lori and Lisa. Prayers for Don. And Robin. For Don for total healing. From Lee, since my kids are grown, my house is too big, but we view as too beautiful to give up. I would imagine, Teresa. I know many people who are house poor, Brandon said. Yeah, I've seen, and Teresa's praying for you too, Don. I've seen people in Seattle, and you'd have to be really rich to do this, but they build homes right on the water. I mean, right in the water. And some of the most amazing houses I've ever seen. Old shipping containers are being turned into houses. Yes, Mike. Yes, regenerate nerves and muscles in Dawn and arm and hand movement. Jerry's praying for you. Dawn, I've seen Woodcarver. I never have, Danielle. I downsized in the country. Couldn't be happier. I bet, T. Woo, I bet that's nice. I would love to have that. Just, a great view. I'd be happy. I've been thinking about the Airbnb for my millennial's basement. Good, Teresa. My son had his 7th set of ear tubes put in on Monday. Oh, Debbie. And Lexi the dog has their own room. Live off the grid too. Yeah, that would be ideal, Jerry. That would be the best. What is that? 58 years I've carved my heritage. Wow, Woodcarver. That's amazing, Rick. That's pretty amazing. Have you seen those yurts? I think I could live in a yurt. Just that round yurt. The only thing I think would be kind of cold in the winter. I couldn't live without internet. I know, Lori. That would be difficult. But those round yurts, I know they're cute. And sometimes you could have connecting yurts or something like that. But I think in the wintertime, that would be really cold. And I would not like that. An EEG. Hand but nerves are whacked already. Had an EEG. I stayed in a yurt. Did you like it? Yeah, yurt. Teresa just says round canvas. Basically, it's out of canvas type thing. Building. My hubby likes the stacking shipping containers. Yep. You could get a mobile hotspot and use solar power. That would be great. That would be great. They should just deport all DACA, Chrome says. Thanks, Susan, for another great week of scopes. Everyone have a great weekend. Thank you, Chicago Pops. Was nice, except my husband snoring. T, that would be bad. I will take a TP. I think the yurt would be a little bit better. It's a little bit bigger anyway. For all of you going out, please, My Ears Are Not Like Yours, available on Amazon.com. Give encouragement and hope to a child today by getting them this book for Easter or birthdays or anything else. Have a blessed day, Brandon. Oh, no. Left eardrum rebuilt later this year, Debbie said. Oh, we pray for him, Debbie. Thank you, Susan. Much appreciated. Thank you, everybody. Go to AbbeyBellPetDesigns.com. Get your flappy pads. Don't forget your flappy pads in the color that you want. All right, everybody. Thank you. Have a blessed weekend. God bless you. We'll see you again on Monday. And have a great St. Patrick's Day. All right, everybody on YouTube. Thanks for coming. Have a great St. Patrick's Day. God bless you. We'll see you again.